Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. What if I told you a simple 25-cent coin from 1976 could be worth over $1 million today? That's right. A rare 1976 D Washington quarter dollar has recently been valued at $1.5 million in the collector's market. Today, we're diving deep into the story behind this coin, what makes it so valuable, and how you can check your own coins for hidden treasure. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you love discovering hidden coin values. In 1976, the U.S. Mint released special commemorative coins to celebrate America's 200th birthday, the bicentennial. These included unique designs for the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. For the Washington quarter, the reverse design was changed from the traditional eagle to a striking image of a colonial drummer, accompanied by a torch of victory. These quarters were made in massive numbers, over 860 million at the Denver Mint alone. That's where the D Mint mark comes in. So, how is it possible that one of these is worth $1.5 million? The key lies in errors, rarity, and condition. The $1.5 million 1976 D quarter is not your average coin. It's believed to be a rare mint error, possibly a coin struck on a silver planchet intended for a proof coin, or a test strike never meant to leave the mint. Combine that with a perfect or near-perfect grade, authenticated by major grading services like PCGS or NGC, and you have a once-in-a-lifetime rarity. Always check if your quarter is shiny, has a D mint mark, and feels heavier or different. Then, look at the edge. If there's no copper stripe and it looks like silver, you may be onto something big. Here's how to see if your 1976 D quarter could be worth serious money. Look for the tiny D under the bust of Washington. That means it was minted in Denver. Inspect the reverse design. It should show the drummer boy. A normal clad quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. A silver planchet error would be heavier. That could be a silver planchet mistake. No scratches, dings, or wear. That's a huge plus. Take your coin to a reputable coin dealer or submit it to a grading service like PCGS for a professional evaluation. In recent years, high-grade or error bicentennial quarters have sold for thousands at auction. But that $1.5 million valuation? It came from a private sale involving a collector and a dealer, and it shook the coin world. Collectors are hungry for rare errors, especially coins from major historical events like the bicentennial. Rarity, condition, and buzz all combine to drive up prices dramatically. Even if your coin isn't worth $1 million, it might still be worth $100, $500, or more. And that's not bad for something that cost you just 25 cents. Go dig through your change jar, old wallets, or grandpa's coin collection. That 1976 D Washington quarter might just change your life. If you find something interesting or have questions, drop a comment below. We'd love to help you evaluate your coins. And be sure to subscribe for more hidden coin treasure stories every week. Like, share, and ring the notification bell if you love the thrill of coin hunting. We're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in the numismatic world, the 1971 D Washington quarter, and why a rare version of it sold for over $1.3 million. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1971, it was just another workhorse coin. Or so we thought. That year, the Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of quarters, over 258 million, to be exact, all stamped with the D Mint mark under the eagle on the back. Most of those coins are worth face value today, just 25 cents. But a small handful were struck with unusual errors that make them incredibly rare and highly valuable to collectors. In 2023, a near-perfect specimen of the 1971 D quarter, graded MS-68 by PCGS, stunned the coin world when it sold for over $1.3 million at auction. Why? Because of a combination of extreme rarity, pristine condition, and minting errors that are nearly impossible to find today. An MS-68 grade means this coin is in mint state condition with virtually no flaws, scratches, or blemishes, as if it came directly from the mint yesterday. Only one or two coins from that year and mint have achieved such a high grade. So what makes some of these quarters so special? Let's talk about the error types that turn regular change into collector gold. Double die obverse off-center strike clipped planchet full drum lines on reverse transitional planchet errors. If your 1971 D quarter shows signs of a double strike, off-center design, or even a wrong metal planchet, it might be extremely valuable. Especially if it's in mint condition, meaning it hasn't been in circulation. Check for the D mint mark under the eagle. Look at the condition. Is it shiny, uncirculated, or worn? Look for errors or odd features under magnification. Consider getting it graded by a professional like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading can make the difference between a $1 coin and a $1 million payday. Here's how to sell your valuable coin safely. Get it authenticated and graded. Avoid pawn shops, they usually offer far below market value. Use reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Online marketplaces like eBay can work, but only if you've had your coin professionally verified first. With more collectors entering the market and fewer mint condition coins available, rare coins like the 1971 D quarter are becoming hot investments. The value of graded, rare quarters has skyrocketed in recent years, making now a great time to cash in. So before you spend that old change at the grocery store, take a closer look. Your 1971 D Washington quarter could be your ticket to a 6 or even 7-figure payday. Always store potential high-value coins in a protective sleeve. Even the oils on your hands can lower its value. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and comment below. Have you found a rare quarter in your collection? We're diving into the 1987 P Washington quarter. One of these coins, yes, a regular-looking quarter, was reportedly valued at over $1.5 million. What makes it so special? And how can you know if you're sitting on a fortune? Stick around because I'll show you exactly what to look for, where to sell it, and how to avoid scams. Voiceover with visuals of the coin. Let's start with the basics. The 1987 P Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia. The P mark is just below George Washington's ponytail on the front, or obverse, of the coin. That year, hundreds of millions were minted. So how is one worth over $1 million? Most 1987 P quarters are only worth 25 cents. But a few rare ones have minting errors or are in pristine, uncirculated condition, sometimes called MS-67 or higher in the coin grading world. Host and frame with images of grading scales. You may have seen headlines about a 1987 P quarter being worth $1.5 million. Let's break that down. This particular coin wasn't just rare. It was nearly flawless, graded at an extremely high level, and had a double die error, meaning the design was accidentally stamped twice by the mint. These errors are highly collectible, and when paired with high-grade condition, they can drive the price through the roof. But here's the truth. Only one or two coins like this are known to exist. Regular 1987 P quarter, 25 cents to $5 up to $1.50 million if you've got a 1987 P quarter. Don't get too excited just yet, but don't dismiss it either. Found on the obverse under Washington's ponytail. Look closely at the words Liberty or In God We Trust. If the letters look shadowed or doubled, you may have a valuable error coin. If your coin looks brand new, no scratches, no wear, perfect shine, you may have an MS grade coin. These are graded by services like PCGS or NGC. Check for sharp, clear lines, especially in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. Host a desk with grading service websites on screen. To know what your coin is really worth, you need to get it graded professionally. Here are two top services. Professional Coin Grading Service Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. You send in your coin, they evaluate it, and send it back in a sealed case with its official grade. Fees vary, but for a potentially valuable coin, it's well worth the investment. Voiceover with footage of auctions and coin dealers' top choice for $1 million coins. Great for lower-end coins, but be cautious. Good for in-person appraisals. A professional coin expert can guide you. Always get multiple opinions and never sell quickly or under pressure. Probably not, but maybe it's worth $100, $1,000, or even more. And that's why you should check your coins. What if I told you that a simple 25-cent coin sitting in your drawer could actually be worth over $1 million today? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, it's not, because the 1984 D Washington quarter might just change your life. In this video, we'll uncover why collectors are paying top dollar for this rare piece, what exact features make it so valuable, and how you can check if you've got one in your collection. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932. The D Mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where millions of coins were struck in 1984. Now, most 1984 D quarters are only worth face value, 25 cents. But a few rare errors and high-grade versions can fetch tens of thousands, or even millions. Mint errors doubling on the lettering or date when the design is printed off balance where the coin appears bitten condition / grade A coin graded MS 67 or higher mint state by PCGS or NGC can be extremely rare. These high grades come from coins that were never circulated and kept in pristine condition. Rarity of type in 2021. One pristine 1984 D Washington quarter sold for $1.3 million at a private auction due to its unique double die strike and near-perfect condition. Only a few of these exist. It's like finding a winning lottery ticket in your change jar. Now, let's talk about what you need to do. Get a magnifying glass, look for the D Mint mark, and inspect the date. 1984. Doubling, misprints, odd shapes. Examine condition. Coins that are clean, shiny, and scratch-free are worth more. Compare with grading standards. Visit PCGS.com or ngccoin.com to compare photos. You can also send your coin in for professional grading, and remember, cleaning a coin can actually lower its value. Keep it as is. Auction houses, Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, they handle high-value rare coins with verified appraisals. eBay or coin shows, if your coin is verified and graded, list it with photos and paperwork. Local coin dealers, great for in-person evaluations. Just be cautious of lowball offers. And if your coin turns out to be the real deal, that $1.3 million payday could be yours. There's treasure in your pocket, your drawer, your old jars. Don't overlook the quarters, especially those 1984 D gems. Drop a comment below and share your story. And if you want more videos on valuable coins hiding in plain sight, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss out. Could a common-looking quarter from 1992 sitting in your junk drawer be worth over $1 million? You heard that right. A single Washington quarter from 1992 with a tiny P Mint mark could fetch up to $1.3 million. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. Welcome to the place where everyday coins turn into big-time treasures. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and you've got old coins lying around, it's time to check your change. It might just change your life. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932. The P Mint mark stands for the Philadelphia Mint, one of the main U.S. mints. In 1992, millions of quarters were struck there. But not all of them were created equal, because of a rare error that turned it into one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. The 1992 P quarter that fetched $1.3 million was a transitional error coin. That means it was accidentally struck using the wrong die or metal. In this case, it was struck on a proof die intended for collector coins, but made its way into regular circulation. These coins feature a sharp, crisp design, with a smooth edge and what experts call a close AM on the reverse side. A tiny spacing issue between the letters in America that signals it's not your average quarter. Here's how you can tell if you've got the $1 million quarter. Look for the P Mint mark on the front, next to Washington's ponytail. Check the letter spacing on the back. In the rare error version, the A and M in America are very close, almost touching. Feel and observe the finish. Does it look shinier or smoother than usual? That could be a clue it was struck with a proof die. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect fine details. Never clean the coin. That could lower its value significantly. Instead, take it to a reputable coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. In 2023, a verified 1992 P quarter error coin sold for $1.3 million at auction. while most 1992 P quarters are only worth 25 cents. This one stands apart because of its rarity and error type. Even if yours isn't the million-dollar coin, some 1992 P quarters with lesser errors or in top condition can still sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. The coin market is hot right now, with collectors paying top dollar for rare US coins. Baby boomers and Gen Zers, that's many of you watching, are sitting on forgotten treasures from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Prices are high, demand is strong, and auction houses are actively looking for these coins. If you've got a box of old change or inherited coins, now's the perfect time to go treasure hunting. Found something interesting? Here's what to do next. Take clear photos of both sides of the coin. Look for a local coin shop or submit it to a coin grading service. Avoid pawn shops. They usually offer much less than the coin's true value. Consider listing it with trusted auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers if it's high value. That 1992 P quarter could be your ticket to financial freedom, or at least a great vacation. So check your change, check your old coin jars, and don't throw away anything until you've had a closer look. We're going to break down everything you need to know about the 1988 D Washington quarter, why it could be incredibly valuable, how to spot a rare one, and how to sell it for top dollar. The 1988 Washington quarter was minted in massive numbers, over 800 million of them to be exact, and most of them are worth, well, just 25 cents. But a tiny fraction may have rare minting errors or unique features that make them highly collectible. The D mint mark tells us the coin was minted in Denver. Coins from this mint sometimes show unique anomalies that can skyrocket their value, especially if they were accidentally struck with older or misaligned dies. So how did one of these quarters reach a market value of $1.5 million? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and error. One such coin was allegedly discovered with a major minting error, possibly a transitional reverse from a different year or design, or a unique misprint that was never meant to leave the mint. Combine that with a flawless condition, and you've got a coin that's a collector's dream. And get this, if your quarter is in mint state 67 or higher, and has a confirmed error, collectors could pay six figures or even more for it. Now, before you run to your piggy bank, let me show you exactly what to look for. Look for the D mint mark on the right side of Washington's ponytail. Examine the coin for errors like doubling in the lettering or date off-center designs, reverse design, anomalies, extra metal, or die cracks. If you don't have a magnifying tool, you can pick one up online for under $10. It's worth the investment. Condition matters. A coin in circulation with scratches or wear will fetch far less than one in pristine, uncirculated condition. Let's be honest. Most 1988 D quarters are worth around 25 cents to maybe $10, especially in circulated condition. But if you have one with a verified mint error and top-grade preservation, you could be sitting on a coin worth hundreds of thousands or even over $1 million. Just last year, a collector's error coin, not even this exact one, fetched over $800,000 at auction. The market is real. Take clear, high-resolution photos of both sides. Get the coin authenticated by a reputable grading service, like PCGS or NGC. Compare with recent sales on auction sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay sold listings. And whatever you do, don't sell it at a pawn shop. Most won't recognize the coin's true value and you'll get lowballed. The 1988 D quarter may be common, but the right coin could change your life. Money with Wings, imagine turning an old quarter from your junk drawer into a 6- or 7-figure payday. So check your drawers, jars, and those old coin albums. You never know what hidden treasure you might find. If you want more videos on valuable coins you might already own, make sure to like this video, subscribe for weekly updates, comment below if you have a 1988 D quarter and want help evaluating it. We're diving into the world of rare coins and uncovering the story behind the 1990 D Washington quarter that made headlines. So grab your old change jar, and let's see if you might be sitting on a fortune. Welcome to where we turn everyday coins into incredible stories and sometimes big paydays. If you're between 30 and 70 and have coins tucked away in drawers, albums, or old piggy banks, this video is for you. Coin collecting isn't just for hobbyists. It's an investment. And knowing what to look for can make the difference between 25 cents and $1.6 million. Let's zoom in on the star of today's show, the 1990 D Washington quarter. This quarter was minted in Denver, as shown by the little D mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail. In 1990, millions of these coins were produced, over 927 million to be exact. So what makes one of them worth a fortune? What makes it valuable? 3:00-5:00 inch. There's one 1990 D quarter that sold, or was listed for $1.6 million, and it wasn't just because of its age. It's believed to be an ultra-rare error coin or a special strike meant for collectors, but accidentally released into circulation. Double dies off-center strikes, no mint mark when there should be one wrong metal composition, mirror-like finishes, proof strikes. The $1 million 1990 D quarter had unusual characteristics, possibly a one-of-a-kind mint error or a proof-like strike from a special die. So how can you tell if your 1990 D quarter is special? Here's a checklist. Look for a sharp, mirror-like surface. Inspect with a magnifying glass for doubling on letters or numbers. Compare weight. Some errors are struck on the wrong planchet. Check for unusual texture, tone, or strike marks. If anything looks off or too perfect, do not spend it, get it appraised. Professional Coin Grading Services, PCGS, Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, eBay, with proper research. Heritage auctions, local coin shows, or dealers. But be careful. There are a lot of scams out there. Always verify credentials before shipping your coin. Now, a word of caution. Most 1990 D quarters are worth face value. Even pristine, uncirculated ones might fetch $2 to $20. The $1.6 million figure is exceptional, likely due to a one-time discovery. But even if yours isn't the jackpot, some Washington quarters from the 1960s and earlier can still be worth serious money, especially silver ones. Always check old coins before spending them. Learn the signs of rare mint errors when in doubt. Get a second opinion. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more tips on finding rare and valuable coins. Got a question? Drop it in the comments. I reply to all of them. Have you ever checked your old change jar or flipped through your childhood coin collection and wondered, is this worth something? Well, if you've got a 1998 P Washington quarter, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Yes. One of these was reportedly valued at $1.40 million. Stick around, because today I'll show you what to look for, why this specific coin is worth so much, and how you can check if yours could be the next $1 million find. The 1998 Washington quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. That's what the P mark stands for. That year, over 896 million quarters were made at that facility. So why would one be worth over $1 million? Well, here's the twist. It's not just any 1998 P quarter. The $1 million value comes from a very specific type of error or anomaly. And coin collectors, especially serious numismatists, go crazy for rare mistakes. So, let's dig into what makes this coin so special, and how to tell if yours might be the jackpot version. Okay, here's what you need to do. Grab a magnifying glass or a good smartphone camera and check your 1998 P quarter for the following signs. Make sure it's a P. That means it came from the Philadelphia Mint. Look closely at George Washington's hair, eyes, and neck. On the ultra-rare quarter, the details are unusually sharp or even doubled. A possible result of a die error or double die strike. On the back, inspect the eagle. Some valuable error coins have misaligned printing, off-center strikes, or a mirror-like proof finish even though they weren't meant to be proofs. Check for unusual edging, like missing reading or an extra thick rim. Some reports mention these rare coins may have been accidentally struck on a planchet from a different coin, like a silver or experimental metal. That's a huge red flag. In a good way. A 1998 P quarter reportedly fetched $1.4 million due to its unique mint error and near-perfect condition. Graded by experts as MS 68 or higher. MS stands for mint state, and coins graded that high are virtually flawless. Collectors will pay big bucks for a combination of rarity, error, and condition. It's like the holy trinity of coin value. Now, before you rush to cash in every quarter under your couch cushions, here's the truth. Most 1998 P quarters are worth 25 cents, maybe $1 in great condition. But, and this is the exciting part, rare ones do exist. So if you find one with the right traits, it could be worth thousands, even tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on demand, condition, and certification. You could destroy its value. Use a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. They'll grade and certify the coin for you. Look up past auction results to see how similar coins performed. Use auction platforms like Heritage Auctions, Stacksbowers, or Great Collections. They cater to serious buyers. Or you can consult with a coin dealer, but make sure they're licensed and experienced in rare coins. Maybe not. But maybe yes. You won't know until you check it properly. And with a little bit of luck, you could turn spare change into serious cash. Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe if you're into coins, collectibles, or making money from the past. And hit that bell so you don't miss my next video. Top 5 US coins you should never spend. Well, what if I told you that a 1993 D Washington quarter might be worth up to $1.5 million today? Yes, you heard that right. One small coin from the 90s could change your life forever. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll show you exactly what makes this coin so rare, how to identify it, and how you might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. But in 1993, the Denver Mint released over 600 million quarters, so how could one of them possibly be worth over $1 million? Here's the catch. Not all quarters are created equal. Most are only worth face value. But in rare cases, due to minting errors, low production runs, or unique varieties, a single quarter can become extremely valuable to collectors. Now, let's talk about that staggering $1.5 million figure. While this might sound unbelievable, some reports and listings from high-end coin auctions suggest that ultra-rare error coins from the 1993 D quarter batch have been appraised or listed for up to 7 figures, where the coin shows slight overlapping on the lettering or image, where the image is noticeably misaligned, like a quarter struck on a dime blank. If your coin is nearly perfect, graded MS68 or higher, collectors may pay an astronomical price. In fact, a near-perfect quarter from this era can command hundreds of thousands. And if it's combined with a major mint error, you're looking at the kind of coin that makes headlines. So, how do you check if your 1993 D quarter is a jackpot? Here's what to do. Look for the D mint mark on the front of the coin, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for double die lettering, off-center strike, or other oddities. If the coin looks flawless, no scratches, no wear, you might have a high-grade example. Weigh it. A genuine quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams. If it's significantly under or over, that might mean a wrong planchet error. Don't worry if you're not an expert, you don't have to be. I'll show you how to get help. If you think your coin could be valuable, here's what you should do next. Don't clean the coin. That can reduce its value. Get it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. Consider taking it to a reputable coin dealer for an appraisal. Look for similar coins on Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Great Collections to compare. And remember, just because it looks old doesn't mean it's valuable. But if it has the right features, your 1993 D quarter could bring in life-changing money. Let's quickly recap. The 1993 D Washington quarter isn't rare by itself, but if you have a mint error or a high-grade version, collectors could pay a fortune. Some rumors and private sales suggest values up to $1.5 million. Yes, really. So go check your coin jars, junk drawers, and family piggy banks. You might just be holding history in your hand and not even know it. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves coins or might have old change sitting around. Let me know in the comments if you have a 1993 D quarter or any other interesting coin stories. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, sometimes it just takes one coin to change your whole life. We're diving into what makes this coin so valuable, how to check if you have one, and what to do if you're sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. Let's start with the basics. In 2021, the US Mint released the last of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, the final coin featuring George Washington's portrait before the redesign in 2022. The quarter minted in Philadelphia carries a P Mint mark, and millions were produced. But not all quarters are created equal. While most 2021 quarters are only worth 25 cents, a rare error or special strike can send the value skyrocketing, and I mean into the millions. So what made one of these coins worth $1.4 million? This specific quarter had a dramatic die error during minting. It was graded MS 68+, nearly flawless. Rarity: only a handful of these exact error coins are known to exist. Reports suggest it was a rare struck-through error or possibly a double die obverse. That's when the design is stamped twice, slightly misaligned, making features look doubled. Okay, now here's what you really want to know. How can you check your 2021 quarters to see if they're worth more than face value? Check the mint mark. Make sure it has the P for Philadelphia. Look for errors, use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on letters like Liberty or In God We Trust, or signs of cracks, cuds, or anything unusual. Check condition. If it's been sitting in a jar, it may be circulated. Still worth checking. But the highest value comes from uncirculated coins with a high grade. Weigh and measure, use a scale. Standard quarters should weigh 5.67 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, you might have something special. If you find something unusual, don't rush to sell it just yet. Coin grading services, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. That's where serious value gets verified. Reputable coin dealers, visit local coin shops or contact numismatic experts. Many offer free evaluations. Auction houses, a coin like the $1.4 million quarter was sold through a major auction like Heritage Auctions. These venues get top dollar. Avoid selling on eBay or Craigslist until you know exactly what you have. Knowledge is power and profit. Now, let's clear something up. All 2021 quarters are valuable. Only specific errors or ultra-high-grade coins carry big value. You need to be a collector to sell. Anyone can sell valuable coins with the right help. And while the $1.4 million coin is rare, there are many others worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Don't ignore those. So go check those jars, drawers, and purses. That 2021 P quarter might be your retirement plan in disguise. If you found a rare coin or need help identifying one, drop a comment below. I respond personally. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We post videos every week on valuable coins you could be sitting on right now.